But listen to me this morning, family, and I'm without doubt talking to myself as well. But listen to me. You can talk about the glory days of yesterday all you want. How many know it's nice to reminisce about how skinny you used to be? Am I right about it? Look at that picture. You ever notice when you pass away, they're not using your current picture, but they're using one that's right in the middle when you looked all right. Am I right about it in the house this morning? If you ever go and hit info on your cable television show and you go to look to see who's in this show, who's acting, they always use the picture that makes that person just look fabulous. You ever notice that? It's all right to reminisce about how healthy you used to be, how successful you used to be, how close you and your boo used to be. We used to complete each other's sentences. We were so close. But you know how it goes. Following this conversation, there's always a big old but that follows, a big old but. I'm talking about a B-U-T-T, a big old but that interrupts how good things used to be. And it goes like this, but COVID. I use it all the time. Here at River of Life Church, we were thriving, but COVID. You got a big old but too, I know you do. But the affair took place, and I don't know what that woman is thinking anymore. But the change in economy, that's why my business went under. But the stock market crashed. But he died. But she died. There's always a big old but that interrupts the success that we have had. Oh, I'm preaching truth in here. If I was hitting something, it would go black man, go black. Go preacher, go preacher. Listen to me in the house this morning. If you really want to reap a harvest, it's all right to talk about yesterday, but you got to start worrying about today. The things you did yesterday may not work for the things that you're up against today. But many of us, family, don't want to travel to the deep because that's not what worked the last time. They say there's several ways to skin a cat. Let me tell you something this morning. Maybe you are finding yourself single once again. Oh, do I dare go here? Maybe you're finding yourself single again. You've kept those old clothes, those big old collared shirts. You know what I'm talking about, the high water. Some of these things have come back into fashion. But you know what I'm talking about. You go to the back of the closet. I think about my wife. My wife got with me, and I used to wear leisure suits is what they would call it. Just the top matched the bottom. And, you had the fake alligator shoes. My eyebrows at the time were just perfect because I made them perfect, because the woman named Monica at the shop made them perfect because some idiot told me they looked good, and I thought I was just the stuff. But after we got together, the first thing she did was give all my clothes to Aaron Moon. You might see a few of them still show up on Sunday morning. She said, baby, let them eyebrows grow. I like a man with a little bit of hair. What's the long story, the short story of this? She saw the potential in me, but that's not the message this morning. She was right about it, but she saw the potential. But you can't go into your closet and pick out the clothes from when you were the man back in the 70s. You can't whip that hair like you used to whip the hair because you don't have it any longer. You can't show up to the club and start trying to use your old line. Excuse me, mama, can I ask you a question? First of all, you won't get slapped because you called them a mama. Not in today's age. No, no, no. But excuse me, mama, can I ask you a question? Are you tired? And then she replies, no. And then she says, why? Because, girl, you've been running through my mind all day long. Oh, come on, somebody. You've used that line too. Girl, did you hear that? She says, hear what? That was my heart that just skipped a beat when I came next to you. That was my heart just skipping a beat, girl. Don't do that to me. And then you get on the dance floor. You can't do the moves of yesterday. It's not going to work today. My old go-to was the fishing. You just do the fishing and you need to bring them on. Hey, come on. And then the window. You doing the groove, the fat man groove, and then I'm rolling down the window doing this. That makes no sense to the younger folks today. They don't roll down the window, let alone do that dance any longer. Sometimes you got to update the way that you do things. Yesterday's miracles aren't going to take place like they did today. Everything changes except for God. Except for God. Oh, let me just add one more. You can't do the twist. Why? Because it's out of style? No, because you won't break something, so don't do it. The only thing that does not change is Jesus. Peter realizes, family, for whatever reason, I can't let this opportunity pass me by. So he says, let down the nets, despite the fact that I am tired. Let down the nets. That, once again, should be the response to any request that God makes. And as we learned on Sunday, June 23rd, unless you correct me again this morning, from the message entitled A Vision of Majesty, found in Isaiah 55:9, we learn, for the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. What does that mean, preacher? It means that what God does won't always make sense to us in the natural. Does that make any sense to you this morning? But it does not have to make sense to you. Did you hear me? And that's difficult for those of us that like to know how A and B get you to C. For those of us, we've just got to let go and let God. We've just got to let go and let God. If he did it for me yesterday, he'll make